Isn't it strange how when you zoom out far enough, every problem that once looked massive becomes a mere speck? Like standing in an airplane and looking down at the city where yesterday's argument happened. You can't even see the street, let alone the frown on someone's face. Now chunk up bigger, further. The whole city shrinks. The continent shrinks. Earth itself becomes a blue dot floating in black velvet. And on that dot, every single problem you ever had, that exam, that breakup, that unpaid bill, all of it, microscopic grains of sand swirling in a wave pattern ocean. And here's the kicker. Your brain doesn't distinguish between reality and the reframe you choose. Frame it as doom, and your nervous system releases cortisol, stress, decay. Frame it as initiation, and your nervous system pumps dopamine, resilience, growth. Same event, different frame, different biology, different future. If you keep framing setbacks as failure, your neurons prune away adaptability. If you reframe them as practice, your brain wires permanent circuits of mastery. So one future is brittle. You break under pressure. The other is anti-fragile. You get stronger the more life fucks with you. Which future feels better to your unconscious right now? It already knows. Think relationships. Frame a fight as betrayal. You breed resentment. Frame it as data. You breed intimacy. Frame it as a stress test. You breed unshakable trust. Think career. Frame a rejection as I'm not good enough. You spiral. Frame it as redirection. You pivot, innovate, and maybe, just maybe, discover the work that lights your soul. Think help. Frame pain as punishment. You collapse into despair. Frame it as a message. You make adjustments, heal, transform. Let's run a thought experiment. Future A. You never learn to reframe. Every insult festers, every failure scars. You carry 40 years of weight that could have been lifted in 40 seconds. Your nervous system ages faster. Your joy shrivels. You die full of regret. Future B, you master reframing. Every setback becomes rocket fuel. Every enemy becomes a teacher. You live lighter. Laugh faster. Love deeper. By the time you die, your life feels like one long improvisational dance, messy, wild, and fucking magnificent. Which future do you prefer to wire in right now? The benefits. More emotional range than most people ever taste. A brain that literally rewires to default toward resilience. Relationships that deepen because every conflict becomes an upgrade loop. A sense of freedom that no circumstances can steal. If you don't act, it's like ignoring a warning light on your car's dashboard. At first nothing happens, you keep driving. But slowly the engine grinds, the system corrodes until one day, boom, you're stranded. That's what ignoring reframing does. It corrodes the nervous system until your identity seizes up. And isn't it hilarious? You've already been doing this since childhood. You once reframed a stick as a sword and felt powerful. You once reframed cardboard as a spaceship and explored galaxies. Now you get to do the same with boardrooms, heartbreaks, politics, failure. It's the same fucking skill, just higher stakes, bigger playground. So as you imagine yourself in 5 years, notice how every future self who thrives has one thing in common. They reframe instinctively, effortlessly, automatically. And your unconscious can begin doing this right now. Like a prime number falling perfectly into its harmonic place on the 24-hour spoke wheel. Your thoughts fall into new order, new coherence, new freedom. And even if part of you wonders, is this really sinking in? Another part already knows. Because every time you laugh at something that used to hurt, every time you see beauty where others see chaos, you're already practicing this. So from this moment forward, every challenge, every insult, every fuck-up, your unconscious remembers. Reframe, 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 automatically, effortlessly, for the rest of your life. Because reality isn't what happens. Reality is the meaning you assign. And the meaning is the one thing that you always control. So isn't it liberating to realize you've been free all along?